Hi everyone, it's me, Jason from AQuest Wealth Strategies.
Smart and worldly.
I love this guy.
In this video, we're going to discuss when is a good time to consider paying the taxes if you have decided to convert your assets from a pre-tax IRA to a Roth.
Is now a good time?
We're also going to talk about the optimal time to do an actual Roth conversion. Now, there are some people that say Roth conversion should only be done at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Right? They're very strong adherents to the idea. They would argue that the stock market grows in most years, and that therefore the sooner that you can convert, the better. The thinking is that if you want to convert a certain dollar amount, let's say it's $30,000, and the stock market goes up 10%, then you can convert 10% less shares at the end of the year than you could at the beginning, because that 30 would have grown to 33. This does make some sense, but it doesn't work for everyone. Sometimes people's income, we don't know what they look like. And so I would say that it's an okay idea, but it's not the most important thing.
What's the most important thing?
For example, if your income is not fixed, you might make a little bit more or less by the end of the year than you estimated at the beginning. Now your total income has changed, and this may swing, which means that the conversion that you did at the beginning of the year is either too much or too little.
Oh, great, great. What are we supposed to do now?
Okay, these are not impossible hurdles to overcome, as you can do something called recharacterizing, which basically just means to undo it, a portion or all of your Roth conversion if your income was higher than you thought. Or you can actually do another conversion at the end of the year. You can do more than one if your income is lower than you thought it was going to be and you want to kind of max out a certain tax bracket. But it kind of seems like a pain to me, and it's inconvenient.
Oh, what does he know?
Well, he knows what he's talking about.
So if your income is not fixed, it might make sense to do your Roth conversion more at the end of the year.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Another advantage of doing the Roth conversion at the beginning of the year is that you know it's going to happen, and you know it because it's already done, right? Life happens, and the best intentions can get derailed by a million different things. The final advantage is that you have more time to pay your estimated payment on the conversion. Remember, Roth conversions are fully taxable in this tax year. The IRS, if you do a conversion in January, they don't want to wait until the next February or March to collect. But at least if you do it at the beginning of the year, it gives you a couple of months to make a conversion and hopefully make sure that the IRS doesn't get too frustrated with you.
Well, we wouldn't want that.
Number two is some people really argue that you should only do conversions at the end of the year, right? One great benefit that you can enjoy by doing it at the end of the year is that you have a much better idea of what your total income is going to be. If you're working, if you potentially get a bonus, if you have variable compensation, if you get capital gains, dividends, or interest, if you have business income, any of these things can really pretty drastically change your income for the year. This is why, unfortunately, we have to scramble around at the end of the year and make sure that we can get all of the best income estimates that we can from our clients before we do the conversions. I would say we predominantly do conversions at the end of the year for that reason. We think the estimate is more important than the market growth. So how should you pay tax on your Roth conversion? Really good question.
Yeah, it was good, really good.
So there are two ways that you can pay taxes that you owe on your Roth conversion. The first is common, but it's not as efficient, which is having the tax withheld from your conversion. Now let me give you an example. You choose to do a $10,000 Roth conversion, but you're in the 12% tax bracket. I'm going to kind of leave out state tax because not all states have an income tax. All right, so this means that you owe good old Uncle Sam $1,200.
Yikes. Uncle Sam.
When you do the conversion, you can choose to convert the whole $10,000, but then withhold $1,200 and have it sent to the IRS. This is kind of like the tax withholding on your wages, when you worked or if you're currently working. So hopefully we can kind of see the problem that there's only $8,800 that actually gets deposited into the Roth that's growing tax-free.
Actually, that's a big problem, Guy. It's a massive problem.
The second way to do this is much more efficient, and as we talked about in the last video, we prefer it drastically. In this example, you convert $10,000, but instead of only $8,800 actually getting in the account and growing tax-free, the whole $10,000 is. Separately, you write a check. Now you have to have the other $1,200, but you write a check to the IRS for $1,200 and you send it in. It stinks to have your checking account decrease by $1,200, but hopefully knowing that that money is in your Roth growing tax-free will make that a little easier for you. Now, thanks for checking out our videos. Be sure and hit that like button, and you can share this with your friends. And if you have any questions on Roth IRAs, how to pay the taxes, how to do a conversion, you can contact us for a complimentary consultation at AQuest, A-Q-U-E-S-T, wealth.com. Also, you can hit the subscribe button, and then when we post new videos, they can pop up and you can see them without having to search for them. Thanks again, and have a great day.